Welcome back to KPsKINGDOM, cooking with KP, and today I'm going to show you how to make my pumpkin, feta and bacon egg pie, because real men don't eat quiche. Look, in all honesty, it's my bacon, feta, bacon, quiche, really cool recipe this one. Let's get on with it. Okay, here I've got some Kent pumpkin, and I'm going to take 300 grams of that. That's about half a kilo there, ish. About half a kilo, and I'm going to cut 300 grams off that and cube it up. I'm just going to save you the trouble of watching me struggle to cut a pumpkin. A little bit of olive oil over the little cubes, give that a bit of a toss, just like that. Really nice and simple. And we're going to give this a good sprinkle of some sea salt flakes. Right, that's actually a mixture of normal sea salt and Murray River sea salt, or Murray River salt. Right, we're just going to put that onto a baking tray lined with a little bit of baking paper, just like that. And my oven's already sitting at 180 degrees. Just spread those out so they're not really touching each other, and I'm going to put those into said oven at 180 degrees for about 20 minutes. Okay, 20 minutes is gone. The little bits of pumpkin can come out. I'm going to let them come back down to room temperature. And I'll tell you what, roasting pumpkin is the most favourite smell of mine in the oven. Here I've got around about 150 grams worth of bacon rashers that I've just diced up, putting those into a dry pan, and I'm just going to toast those off. Cook the bacon the way you want to cook your bacon. I like my bacon a little bit blonde. If you want your bacon crunchy and dark brown, go for it. That is entirely up to you. But just cook that bacon off, render off some of that fat. Right, really nice and simple, just like that. And once that's cooked off, I'm going to remove that and put that aside and let that come back down to room temperature as well. We want everything back down to room temperature. Alright, let's get on with our next step. And here I've got my quiche dish, and I've lined that with a little bit of baking paper on the bottom. We don't want any stickage, and make sure our pastry is defrosted. That is short crust pastry, bought straight from the store. Make sure we get all the edges lined as well as the bottom, and cut off any of the excess around the top. Normally I do leave that. If you're a regular viewer, you see that I normally leave those little tags over the top. I thought I'd be a little bit more professional and cut those little tags off. Get a fork and prick the base of that pastry all the way over, and that's going to stop any heat making that rise. And we're going to take another step to make sure we don't get that risen. If you've got the pastry sort of overlapping on the edges, you crimp that down with the fork just like that. And if you've missed a spot, just give that a whack with the fork as well and give those another couple little holes. Alright, so we're just going to crimp that down, and Mrs. KP has lined that pastry casing with a bit of oven paper. I'm going to fill that up with some baking beans, and they're just a bologna bean that I've had for 20 years, and they get cooked at least 5 times a year. Into the oven, 10 minutes, 180 degrees. In the meantime, here I've got 4 eggs, and we've actually got double yolks in some of these, so it's going to make this quiche absolutely beautiful. Right, give all of those a good whisk through, just like that, and I'm going to add in some herbs, and I've added in like parsley, thyme, a little bit of dill. You know, use the herbs that you want to use, the herbs that you like. There's no rule to the herbage on this at all. I'm going to add in 300 ml of cream, 300 milliliters of cream. That can go straight in, and we're going to give that all a really good mix up, just like that. I've got a little bit of extra cream because we've got so many yolks in these eggs that seem to be turning up lately. Right, 10 minutes has gone by. Our blind bake is done. Mrs. KP is getting the beans out nice and carefully by grabbing the edges of the paper, just like that. She's going to put that aside into a separate little bowl, and what we're going to do, we're going to put that pastry case back into the oven for another 10 minutes. Alright, 10 minutes is gone, she's brought it out. I'm going to let that come back down to room temp for a little bit. Right? Not cold, but just room temperature. Right, add your little pumpkin dices straight into our casing, just like that. Right, make sure we've got nice even distribution. Right, just like that. Really, really simple. And if you haven't tried making your own sort of quiche or egg pie, for a better word, before you don't know what you're missing, it is so easy to do. Sprinkle through your bacon pieces just like that. Really quick, really easy, right? And I'm going to add in probably, I'm going to say around about 150 grams worth of cubed feta. You can buy feta, cube it yourself. I have actually found a product in the supermarket which is less expensive and already cubed for you. Right, we're going to pour in our little custard mixture, just like that. And I'm going to let that sit for around about 5 minutes or so. Let everything soak through, any air bubbles, let them pop, and we are pretty much ready to go. Right, into the oven. I'm going to leave that for, I'm going to say, anywhere between sort of 20 minutes to half an hour, or until the egg is set and it looks a little bit like that. Okay, doesn't take that much to do. Now it's time to remove our quiche from our dish, and I'm going to put that aside just for a second, and we're going to do a little bit of maneuvering. I've also got a little bit of rocket and baby spinach, and I've got a mixture of a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of balsamic vinegar, and a little bit of pomegranate molasses. I'm just going to put a little bit of basil and rocket leaves into a dish, and give that a quick bit of a stir, just like that, and that will go on top, and we'll cut through the richness of our egg pie or quiche, depending on how you want to call it. Little dish goes down on top of a rack. We're going to put down our little quiche dish like that, and I'm using one of those dishes that has the false bottom, so we can take that off, and we can cut that up and store it nice and safely. Alright, all we have to do now is just slice that up and serve it, and a little bit of rocket on top, just like that, and there you go. You got KP's pumpkin and feta bacon quiche or egg pie, however you want to call it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Really do appreciate it. If you like this video, hit that like button. Gives me confidence, should make you feel warmer and buzzy too. Don't forget to hit that notifications bell. You'll be notified every time a new video goes up. And share this video with all your friends on all platforms and social media. We are trying to get known KP's Kingdom out there. In the meantime, if you want to learn how to make something really nice and simple and beautiful on a cooler day where you need to come and join the family, my family, hit that subscribe button and you'll never miss another one of my videos again. I'm off to eat my pumpkin feta bacon quiche, and I will catch you next time. Bye.